Hey Cancer, I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here's your monthly forecast for the month of December 2017. Now, what I'm going to do for this horoscope is I'm actually going to talk to you first about the full moon, which is going to happen at the beginning of the month, second about the new moon towards the middle of the month, and then I'm going to talk about what's going on in between the moons and after. I know that may sound a little bit confusing, but that for some reason is just the way that I feel called to do this monthly horoscope, and which I think might be the best way to explain it, okay? So that's what I'm going to do here, Cancer. Now first, as I said, I'm going to talk about the full moon, which is going to happen on December 3rd in Gemini, okay? And Gemini for you, Cancer, is right here, and it rules your 12th house of your insides and of your internal stuff, and also of the past in some way. So what you're doing at the full moon here is really trying to end some kind of internal states, end some way that you feel inside, or complete it, you know, figure out how to make yourself feel the most comfortable here in some way so that you can begin to later on at the new moon commit to something right here in your 6th house of your job and of your daily routines. Okay, and I think what you're trying to do now is to make sure you're okay, to make sure you're taken care of inside, and that you have everything that you need to feel comfortable so that you can start to do something on the day-to-day, do some kind of job in some way, and to express yourself more openly in a more practical way, okay, on the day-to-day doing some things. I think you're also trying at the full moon to overcome some things from the past and end some things from the past so that you can begin to be more open about yourself, be more open about who it is that you are, and do some things that you know you need to do, okay? So I think that's what's going on. I think as you're trying to get right with yourself on the inside and overcome some things from the past at the very beginning of the month on the full moon in December 3rd, that there could be some confusion that comes up, okay? And this confusion for you, Cancer, is right here where Neptune is, in your 9th house of something new, because Neptune is in a square to this full moon. So I think as you're trying to get comfortable with yourself and who you are so that you can start to commit to some kind of job or daily routines, maybe there's something new that it is that you're doing in your life that you have to figure out, that you're confused about, that you're uncomfortable about. You don't know how to integrate this new thing into your life in a way that feels comfortable, in a way that works for you on the day-to-day. And I think the full moon here is really asking you to get right with yourself on the inside and to figure out what it is that you need to feel comfortable so that you can begin to move forward on a job, on a set of daily routines, doing something new. Maybe it's a new job or a new set of daily routines that's coming in a way that is more comfortable for you. Okay, I think what you're trying to figure out with this new thing that you're doing, a new job, could be traveling as well with the 9th house on the day-to-day, or could be studying something if you're in school, trying to learn something on the day-to-day or on your job could come in as well. And I think as you're doing this new thing and trying to get more comfortable with this new thing so that you can start to do it daily and regularly, I think you're also trying to figure out here where Jupiter is, what makes you happy. Here with Jupiter making a trine over to Neptune, trying to figure out how you can be happy doing this new thing that it is that you're doing, not just comfortable with it, but also enjoy it and like it and begin to do it regularly as well, okay? And as you're trying to get more comfortable here, stepping into some new job or some new set of daily routines, Mercury also is going retrograde at the full moon in Gemini at the beginning of the month, helping you to better figure out how you can do your daily routines better, how you can do your job in a better way so that it can integrate this new thing into your life in a way that feels comfortable for you and that you enjoy at the same time, okay? So that's what's happening at the beginning of the month at the full moon. Then the new moon, now I'm going to talk about that on December 18th. We've got that happening right here in Sagittarius, which is going to be in your 6th house of your job and your daily routine. I know I just talked about that a little bit, but at December 18th, with the sun here near Saturn, which is about to leave Sagittarius coming in, you're going to have to make some big commitment here to your job, to your daily routines, to something that you do on the day-to-day, and to expressing yourself more outwardly and more openly in some way perhaps than you have been in the past. And I think this thing you're going to have to commit to on your job or on your set of daily routines is something that you've been thinking about or trying to work towards for a while, that just now is going to start to come together. again, at this new moon coming in on December 18th, I think there could still be some confusion here where Neptune is, which is going to be making a square over here to Mercury. And I think there could be some hurt feelings as well at this new moon as you start to commit to some job. I think you're still a little hurt and a little uncomfortable with something new that you're doing, and perhaps a little confused about it as well, but really having to learn how to break through that confusion, break through those hurt feelings once and for all, to really commit, finally commit to something that you know you need to commit to, that you've been working out for some time, okay? And that new thing is going to be a new job, a new daily routine, something that new that you're doing on the day-to-day. I want to say to express yourself more openly that it is that you're working on. All right, and I think if you can commit to a job, a daily routine, a practical existence, some kind of external existence in your life, it's going to help you here. With a bunch of these planets making a trine to Uranus, to put your life in the right direction, to have a better career, with Uranus being in your 10th house of your career, okay? And to just feel better overall about where life is going. Committing to a job and a set of daily routines that is new is also going to help you here, where the North Node is in your 2nd house, to bring more money to you, to be more confident, and to use more of your gifts and skills and talents that you feel you have that are unique to you, that make you special. So I think there are a lot of good things there if you can just overcome some of this confusion, overcome some of these hurt feelings about some new things that it is that you're doing, so that you can begin to attract more money, be more confident, and move your life in the direction that you want to move it in. All right. I think you are going to have some help, though, of course, in between that time, maybe around like what, the 10th, December 10th, as we are going to have Venus move into Sagittarius, which is in a much better spot for it, helping you to better understand what you need on the day-to-day and what you need in your job to feel more comfortable with your life. And we're also going to have Mars here move into your 5th house of happiness, where it is going to conjunct Jupiter too, helping you figure out what you really need to be happy. In some way, and how you can do something new in a way that makes you happy, in a way that is better for you, in a way that you enjoy and that is practical on the day-to-day, trying to bring all of that together. Okay, so that's the main thing for you going on in December, really trying to commit to some practical existence that you've been thinking about for a really, really long time, and to get comfortable with doing this and to move forward on it, and to fully allow yourself to go there and to overcome some things from the past that it's not holding you back. All right, and I think after you make that decision on the 18th to commit to some stuff, even if it's hard here, and to figure out how to be happy and how to enjoy it, it's going to help you right here when all of these planets that are at the very end of your 6th house move into your 7th, to have relationships that you want, work with people in some way, so that your journey is no longer going to be about what job do I do, what do I do on the day-to-day, doing something new at work regularly. It's going to be about what people now do I need in my life, what people do I work with on the day-to-day that understand what I'm doing, that support my daily routines, that support this job now that I have committed to in this external existence in some way. And I think that's going to be the big focus for you coming in at the end of the month, and especially for the next 2.5 years here. With Saturn going to conjunct Pluto, I know this is a little bit further down the road in 2020. I think your relationships are totally going to be changing as a result of this new job and this new daily routine that you are now committing to. Okay, but I think committing to a job and beginning to work with people is going to bring a lot of new relationships to you, perhaps that you have not had before. Okay, and it's going to bring a lot of new exciting people into your life as well, or new relationship chapters, maybe having to rearrange some of your relationships to do some new things that could be very fun. Okay, so that's what I think is going on for you this month, Cancer. Now your card here is the Page of Pentacles upright. This is a great card, Cancer. This is a card to me, of course, of money, bringing money to you in some way, of bringing more stability into your life than you have previously, finding just more practical, more stability, just doing something new. This isn't necessarily a month with this card of planning and of making stability happen and of making a whole bunch of money come together in a lot of ways, because it's a page and not a knight. But I do see with this card the beginning of some kind of financial thing, or the beginning of some stability coming into your life once again. That's all going to start with you making some big decision and some big commitment to do something on the day-to-day that is going to be better for you, and hopefully do something new that makes you happy. Okay, and I think it's going to be a good thing and really help you to build some stability, get more money in your life, especially with your 2nd house coming in here, that you need to feel better. Okay, So that's what I have for you, Cancer. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.